Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of our isolated city here in City Skylines. But today, I want to implement something that we never thought was gonna ever be possible, and that is public service trains. Yes, since we've had the implementation of the outside of the reading connection, where we're not really so isolated anymore, just to make the cargo trains work, it does then mean we can bring intercity trains, and if I can bring intercity trains for more people to get to the island a lot easier, what's stopping me from creating an actual train route? The whole island's connected with train lines for the cargo. You see where this is going? Well guys, if you are enjoying this series so far, I want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below, and if you are new around here, make sure you subscribe so you get notified when more episodes do come out. But we're back! Now, last episode I made a couple of boo-boos. I tried to upgrade these roads to 4 lanes, completely got the wrong road type altogether, but now I've actually done it and fixed it. Thanks for you guys for pointing it out right now. I also repositioned some of the warehouses because they were just causing too many issues with them kind of filling them up, so I kind of distribute them a little bit more evenly. I've noticed a little bit of an issue, and I can't quite seem to figure out why. The bank vehicles here seem to just do loops after loops after loops. Like, here comes another bank vehicle, and here comes a normal vehicle, as you can see right now. I've tried different thicknesses of the road. I've deleted and replaced the harbour back down. Watch this. The cargo vehicle goes in, and obviously this is just dropping some goods off and then returning to facility. So you get the vehicles that drop some goods off and turn back to the facility, and then you get the odd vehicle or two that will go in who want to go somewhere else, like the little kind of donut van right there. Let me just kind of delete these, because this is what I'm having to be doing right now. I'm not sure what's going on with this. It only seems to be this one harbour. So if I delete those, you can see it goes normal. It either goes in or it drops the goods off and then continues back to the facility, vice versa. But it only seems to be a bank van that has this issue. Here's another one right now. So just to kind of give you an idea where it's kind of trying to get to here. I mean, so it's pointing to over there. I'm not sure if that's this. Well, that's the same case for all the other vehicles as well. So it's not the access point. I honestly haven't changed anything. I've even deleted and replaced the harbour back down. Now, does this one do it? It doesn't seem to want to go in, and then it just turns around and spins. Are the bank vans broken in this game? I have no idea what's going on right now. It's not really, I mean, it's from the skyscraper bank, and it's trying to gonna go back to the service point over here. I don't quite get what it's trying to do. You know what I mean? If anyone knows, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyway, we recently enabled the ability for the trains, like I said, to get skedaddle in and out of the region. Now I thought to myself, well, why don't we start allowing them to kind of come in the region via trains? Because right now, this is my city limits. Currently, we're over the game limit for vehicles in use. The game limit allows 16,000 vehicles to be used in a single city. I have the more vehicles mod, which allows me to push that limit all the way up to 65,000. But unbelievably right now, somehow, I don't know how, again, I just don't know how, I'm using 19,000 vehicles in what I would consider a small map that's very tiny. Now, it's got to be down to the fact that the distances that they have to drive, there's probably a couple of thousand just on the highway alone. So what I'm thinking of is, I mean, you could kind of solve a lot of them issues by pedestrianising a lot of the stuff, so there's no vehicles at all. But I thought, why don't I bring them in trains, and then why don't I create a fast route to get from one side of the island to the other, thus creating 2 train stations that enable us to do it. I thought that would be quite a good little idea. Maybe try and save some car journeys. Who knows, who knows, who knows. Am I still on city limits right now? I think I am. Because when it comes to the routes, they do show you how many car journeys they do save. This one saved 84% of car trips. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So if I want to do that then, there's 2 ways in which I can do this, and 2 places I can kind of technically set this up. I need to look at one first, where the current train routes are, because I need to create a new V connection to them. And then 2, what area are we connecting it to? Now, this is a very heavy-nosed, pedestrianised area. So is this. So is there any way in which I can maybe implement between the 2 a nice little train station? which would go around about here. We'll have intercity trains out of the region coming in, dropping off the people, and then having this as being our one stop to the other side of the island as well. Fast routes, boys, fast routes. And then in terms of V'ing it, I mean, there's only one little loop here. I can kind of reconfigure this. Maybe come this way around or something like that. I don't truly know yet, but it will be quite simple. So when it comes to the actual train stations then, and where are the trains? Am I in trains? These are not even trains, are they? No. This is all we really have within this section. We have the normal train station, we have the elevated train station, but if we go to the public transport hubs and the content creator packs, there's a couple of different variations in which we can kind of utilize and create. So we have the metro train hub, which I mean, it's good, but it's all above ground. I could do a simple end station, which that also could enable us to create a little bit of a metro stop too. I don't know whether that would be a good idea or not. It's probably not a good idea with how close they are. They can just kind of walk it. In the content creator packs, there's a lot more variations of this we can actually utilize. So we want in train stations is the main one. We got this one here is when you're doing different variations of it. This is the metro. This is metro. We have here a dual station. This is for the side. I'm probably more likely to look towards getting like an end station in reality, and I'm not really going to get it from any of these. The historical. Ooh. I mean, it doesn't have to be an end station. That's the other side of it. But I would like it to be ground level. This could be quite reasonable. But it's all about how we get it all connected. So what am I really utilizing this area for? Probably not a lot. So I'm going to delete all this. And at the very end here, between all of it, right, we'll drop in a little bit of a train station. So I reckon we go for... not that one, sorry. Hang on, what about this one? The dual platform here. So, dual island platform train station. If I hugged it up to, let's say, this section here. So I've got the option to do this one, where it does have a little bit of a miniature car park in. People can walk from here all the way to over here, where we have our bus metro hub, which connected to it is a bus route, which I could in reality on the bus route, although it is kind of close, get them to do a little bit of a stop just there. It is quite close, but you never know who's going to want to utilize it. And then obviously 2 crisscrossing metro lines, so it's all intertwined and connected with the whole region. We'll just then build this up to make it look a little bit more beautiful. So train lines, and we shall go across. Let's just go by 10 first, and then by 12 or 11ish, 13, whatever, 12. We'll go down by 12 as well. So with that then done, I shall then build up by, let's go by 15 to begin with. Yeah, we'll go for the full 15 and then straight across. Just kind of cut that all off. We can plant some trees down and do some other stuff, so we can completely zone this area off right now. So why don't I place down some trees? Bulk the area up a bit. We'll get rid of the sand. And then fill in these little gaps here with trees. Let me up the strength as well on this. There we go. Trees for days in all the areas. And then just kind of come away from it there. Bring it up like that. And we'll just get rid of a little bit of the sand. I'll place this down towards the sand. And then we'll just kind of get rid of it. So it kind of feels like it's a part of the area, even though it kind of doesn't at the moment. At the moment is the key word. It doesn't at the moment feel a part of the area. Alright, there we go. So that's on the ground then. And we'll get that connected up in a minute. I've got to figure out where this is going to go to. So once that's connected, I can accept the intercity trains, which would be great. Great stuff for us. So I kind of want it to be like a quick bypass route, or a quick route, one stop straight to the opposite side of the island. Round here would also be a good point maneuvering as well. So round here, we've got a couple of options. I could either utilize, well, there's a metro stop there. There's a double stop just there. There's a double stop over here and a double stop over here. Now this is probably the area that I want to go with. I've also got to look at the train line. So the train line comes in, so I can V off here, which wouldn't be too bad. It's just how and what can I fit within this area for the train station. Now I could keep it nice and simple and go for your standard variation of train. The end platform here will be way too big. But at the same time, it does have a metro stop, but it's way too big. It's honestly way too big. This one itself has a sideways metro stop, but again, way too big. So, am I left with the same option again of how I can do this? We have this ground bypass station. So we could do this one. It ain't too intrusive. Oh, this actually will work out fairly well. Okay, this can actually work out fairly well. It's just a case of where are we squeezing it. Now, if I implemented it somewhere like here, the train track can bend around, no issues. I really do want to try and incorporate it within this general area. Because I feel like we could benefit the most from it. So what if I said no, no, no to this road here? I'm going to have to get rid of all these buildings that kind of come with it. But it opens up this space for a whole lot more. I could utilize that road here, where it would have originally came out. Now becomes the car park area from a train station. And then we just plant down... Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. I'm on the wrong button. Oh my goodness me. Plant down some more trees to bulk this area all up. So by doing that then, we've kind of incorporated a train station within it. I could try and make it as connected as I possibly could to the area. So if I went over this side, ran this down as a connection, so you can get both sides of the platform right now. And then ran this going all the way up, so we can have that going straight down. So they're able to kind of walk to both sides of the station to access it. Alright, if I went round the edge of my stadium as well. And let's go to here, to there. That path can just run generically straight down. That path straight down there. There. So just trying to make these areas as connected as we possibly can. And we are then going to make the train tracks hopefully then go down before... Now look at the amount of people utilising that road. That path. A lot of people now walking through it, which is good to see. So you don't even realise there's a train station there. You can access it from both sides. It's incorporated within the double metro stop just there. It's a short walk to over this stop over here and to over there. Now I reckon there's one more bus stop we can kind of squeeze in before this heads back to the depot. And that bus stop is directly outside. Bam! It all crisscrosses, guys. It all crisscrosses beautifully. So we've now got to create our little V's. So I reckon coming off this, there's a 21V just there. And then a 21 just there. So I'm connected to that one, so I don't have to kind of space out the 21 between each of these. Makes it a lot easier for us. Bringing this in, bend, bend, and then we should be able to get away with all of that. So I'm going to get that there connected to this here, which with the, I mean, normally that would be a little bit of a pain, but with the connection tool, it should be glorious. So that's the easiest way to do it, with the maximizing the bend to getting it to do exactly what we want it to do. There we go. No issues, no dramas. So now I've got to get this one over here to connect in. Now I did say I could connect it to this, and that's probably what I'm going to do. But I'm going to pause it right now real quick because I'm going to edit all of this. So let's go underground again. So if that came out to here... Alright, let me delete you and you, just to there. $21. Up a bit. 21. I'm going to come out diagonal like this. So we then should very, very easily be able to have a connection like that. There we go. I'm going to say, excuse me, sir. I'm trying to select the node, not the bend. So that continues to do what it's got to do. That just kind of runs almost parallel with all of this. So back into play mode now. There's no reason to not be in play mode. So we then connect you to there. And this is going to be fun right now, isn't it? Now, why can't that? Why is that having trouble trying to connect to that? It should quite easily be able to go bending round like this. Do I need to push this out a little bit further or something? Right. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? Alright, so there like that. Yeah, it is quite awkward, but there we go. We did it in the end. So, in-city trains will be able to come in, like I said. So, we'll then create a new route. Hang on, I'm still in the connection mode, aren't I? Right, so, new route. We'll go here. And we're going straight to over here. And then straight back. One singular stop. Back and forth right now. Which will give us quick, simple access. One stop, a direct line to one side of the island to the other via public transport, and both stations are quite easily connected to the main hub. Look at the amount of people over here that are wanting to jump on the bus. So this line then, the line details, it's going to throw 4 trains on, which is interesting. Line length 22.9 kilometers. So we're going to give it time right now to kind of settle in and let everybody understand that this route now exists and whatnot. How are my bank vans over here now doing? Like, what's going on? Like, seriously, what is going on? Right, I did this earlier anyway, but let me delete it again. And place it back down. Hang on, it would be good if it was a shipping one, Sonic. Right, there we go. Just got to unhook the road again. I don't know what's going on. Right, can I... There we go. So, unlock. Unlock. Why can't I bulldoze? Alright, there we go. We're back in business. And by doing it... Oh, wait, hold on. They're moving. Don't... Oh... I did this earlier and it did the... Well, no, actually, I tell a lie. I did this earlier. It did fix these. But then they just came back. I think because they were originally going to this one, then they kind of revert them back themselves. And then, I mean, they're doing loops still anyway. Alright, let me delete all these. Right, you've seen it for your eyes. I did it anyway, but you've seen it for your eyes right now, guys, that I've deleted them. I repositioned this back in again. This is all connected. You've seen it with your own eyes. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right then, so. Anybody waiting at the platforms yet? Oh yeah, there's actually a couple of people already waiting. Oh, an intercity train must have been in as well, because we've had 19 passengers utilise it. Interesting. Very interesting. It really feels like a downtown area now, doesn't it? I mean, we've got hundreds of issues, but it really does feel like a downtown area. I'm liking the car park situation as well. People are utilising that. Okay, so all the trains came from over this one. Whoa, why does that say we got issues over here with the connection? That's weird, isn't it? But is there people at the station now waiting? Yes. You can see the green... Oh, is this an intercity train? No, this is the one we currently got right now. So, line details then. We've got a few people on the trains already. But like I said, it'll take a while before we start seeing the full effect of it. But it's a pretty cool way to get from one side to the other. Not saying it's going to save a bunch of car journeys, even though we're down to 18,000. We was at 19,000, so, you know, you do the math. But, you know what I mean? That ain't too bad. That ain't too bad right now. Right, we're starting to get vans coming. What is going on with these? Honestly. What is going on? I don't understand these bank vans. I don't understand it. Is it happening anywhere else that I don't realise? Not over here. Not over there. So it's either getting on the train or it's getting on the boat. And then obviously it's going to set sail somewhere. It only seems to be this one. I don't know. If anyone else has had this experience, please let me know. It's mildly irritating. It really is mildly irritating. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Very good, sir. Very good. So, I don't know how long it's gonna be until we start seeing different type of trains skedoodling through. Where's the train for that then? Is it left? Oh, that's interesting. So I thought they were going to go this way round. We're actually going up this way. So if you can time this just right, you'll see a nice cargo train skedoodling up. And then before you know it, you see the passenger train skedoodling up. Good to see. Good to see. I think it's pretty cool how you can see all this happening. So, fuel and passengers lined up right now. You're not going to get like huge vast amounts, but it all helps, I assume. It all low-key helps. Right. Right. So, we have the outside train connection. It's working wonders for us, bringing trains in. And even that still does not give them the raw resources. We have these little storage areas over here all set up and built. The ones I built last episode are over here, and they were getting full, but now they're getting empty slightly. Like, what more can I do at this moment in time to give them the raw resources? Apart from build an outside road connection. Now, before you say it, we could experiment with it, but like the train line, it might stay. But yeah, that's the only other option I can give them then at this point. Then is an actual outside road connection. Would be interesting to see how it kind of plays with the island, because at the end of the day, this is City Skylines. The game was not designed to have an isolated city. You'd always need outside connections, and this is the game just throwing a wobbler. Oh my good god. They're just rioting right now. They're stopping any other vehicle from actually kind of getting on to the ships. What is it with these bank vehicles, man? It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious right now. Right, okay, so 127 people using this train station. That was an intercity train right there. Did you see it? So give it a minute. Give it a memento. I believe it's this one here. This orange one. Looks like a cargo train, but don't be fooled by the cargo train. There you go. That is an intercity train right now. Taking people to Las Vegas. Like, where is Las Vegas? Are we close? But there we go. Works wonders. So that will really help us on game day. We've won 3 out of the last 5 matches. Generated nearly 1 million in actual income, which is great. Very impressive. I'm loving the people all walking around as well. That makes me quite happy. Right, so how will this affect things in the long run? I don't know. We're slowly creeping back up to 19,000 vehicles anyway, so it is what it is. Do we experiment with an outside road connection? Build an underground highway? I don't know. But that's the only thing that's missing from this city, and then it has everything it can require. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon, so goodbye.